Three ways to reach financial freedom. And financial freedom is specific to you. What up? You got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. In this brief video, I want to talk about 3 different ways to reach financial freedom. And the reason why I say financial freedom is specific to you, because a lot of times we get caught up in somebody else's ideas of what financial freedom is. Financial freedom is different for every person because different people are in different places. Different people aspire to do different things. And a lot of times financial freedom and just the sense of being free can come a lot quicker than you think. The first thing many people think about when they think about financial freedom, they think about being a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire, which is great. Don't get me wrong. You know, that's a goal I'm planning to check off of mine as well. But fact of the matter is, you can reach financial freedom a lot sooner. And I realized that when I actually did, and it was like, okay, this is freedom. This is a level of freedom. So let me keep going so I can move further. In many cases, financial freedom is simply you having all of your expenses being able to be covered passively, meaning you've already done some of the work and now your expenses are able to be covered passively. That's a level of financial freedom, especially if your bills don't change, things don't increase, or you don't acquire any more things. And that's the hard part. But financial freedom can be attained just by having your expenses fully covered. So example, what I mean, say for example, if you looked at all of your expenses, everything that you have to pay on a month-to-month basis, and your total expenses a lot up to $3,000. Just an example, throwing it out there. $3,000 is what your monthly expenses total out to. And you can increase it and make it a bigger number just to kind of give yourself some extra cushion. So if it's 5,000, do 5. If it's 10, do 10. Whatever it fits you, calculate what your monthly expenses are on a month-to-month basis. Now, if that's your number, here are 3 ways to make that happen. And I won't get into the specifics. I just mentally want you to think from a level of, what can I be doing to start getting closer to that financial freedom month after month, week after week, paycheck after paycheck, depending on your strategy of choice? Or could you do a combination of all 3 of what I'm about to say? Possibly. And that's kind of what I recommend, but let's see. So number 1, you can invest into a vehicle that pays you passively the $3,000 a month. So it's certain investment accounts that allow you to earn dividends or pay you out, similar to like what a pension does. And pension is basically a retirement account. So it allows you to fund or put money into a fund that will pay out and in the form of a pension once you get to a certain amount of money. So in some cases, it might be if you needed $3,000 paid out to you monthly, you might need to have $500,000 in that particular account that pays you out $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year. And it pays you that out year after year after year, and you're free because the money is already in there to pay you out and you never lose the money. So you get a sense of freedom because you invested your way to some type of dividend payout or to some type of pension style payout that pays you and just minimizes the stress that goes into many people's monthly lifestyle when it's time to pay bills. You know that you automatically have something that's going to be coming your way if you set it up. That's one way. And of course, you got to maintain it and things of that nature. But that's one way. You can invest your way to that place. A second way, and many people choose this, is real estate. You know, you can get to where you're a landlord or you're renting out a particular property. There's a lot of different options and ways to go about it, you know, just based on preference, whether you want to be a landlord or you just want to have different things. You want to have a multifamily or you want to have event space, things of that nature. But get to a place, and the reason why I say landlord, because if it's like a multifamily home or something, then that can be generating X amount of dollars per month. So let's say that it's a multifamily and you had a fourplex and you lived in one and 3 other people are paying rent. They're paying $1,000 a month, $3,000 a month. Creates financial freedom. If you're not living in one, $4,000 a month might create the financial freedom and cover the expenses associated with the property, because if you own the property, it's expenses that are associated with that property. Just something to keep in mind. But that's one way to create a level of freedom. And that's why a lot of people favor acquiring property, being a landlord, having an apartment complex, having duplexes, triplexes, whatever the case may be, because what it does is allow them to live for free, which is the definition in my case of financial freedom, being able to have income that's coming in consistently, regularly, monthly, that allows you to cover all of your expenses from that particular thing, not including the other stuff you may be doing to make sure you have extra money. So that's that. And last but definitely not least, and a lot of people sleep on this one, but don't sleep on it. I highly recommend that you do not sleep on this. And that's a business. And specifically, I'm going to refer to a network marketing business. It can be different types of business. It can be a monthly subscription business that you created. It can be to where you're creating some type of online university of some kind, and they're paying you monthly to be enrolled into your university. So you get a certain amount of students. Say you had $100 monthly and you had 30 students, $3,000 a month. Boom, financial freedom. Say you had charged more and you had $300 product, 10 students, financial freedom. So and my math might have been off depending on the scenario, but yeah, financial freedom. But network marketing can allow that as well. If you understand the compensation plan and you see, okay, if I had an organization of this, then it can create some passive income, some residual income that can allow me to create my $3,000 a month if I just do this. Meanwhile, you're still working your job, you're still investing to try to scratch off your financial freedom based on the first way that I suggested. You may still enter into real estate, but you're also building your business simultaneously, and you're able to do all three, just getting on the road to creating some level of financial freedom. So those are three ways, and of course you can break it down, slice it up, however you choose to do it, but just try to think in a way of, how can I just replace all of my monthly expenses? Because so many people don't strive for financial freedom because they only think about being a millionaire. And if you only think about striving to be a millionaire, then sometimes you won't even get started because you feel as though that mountain is so hard to climb. But if you look at your monetary expenses on a month-to-month basis and you say, you know what, this is something I'm paying anyway. How can I make this be covered automatically? And then you figure out how to get an extra $100 a month. And you say, you know what, I can get $1,000 a month. I can triple that and get $3,000 a month, and then boom, you land on your financial freedom goal, and then you won't stop because you'll be motivated to go even further, which positions you for real financial, ecstasy, or whatever you want to call it. But if you're interested in a platform that can help you get on track to creating another form of financial freedom in the form of a business, residual income, networking with a platform that allows you to increase your streams of income all in one, teaching you the financial game, but also helping you save money and understand credit, the whole 9 yards. Click the link below or visit makeweeklymoney.com. Makeweeklymoney.com. If you do that, then you'll get access to a free video. That free video will just kind of paint the picture of what you can expect in terms of what we are all about from an economic empowerment standpoint, you having a better lifestyle, as well as you being able to understand how to market your business, because that's going to be a key instrument to you increasing your revenue, your monthly income stream, which leads to financial freedom. Hopefully that all makes sense. Click the link below, makeweeklymoney.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Salute.